Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. It is Veda Day 22 already. Monday afternoon, about 3:45.
3:34.
See, I was getting closer.
Yes, you are.
Beautiful day, year 2022. Kind of overcast, not super hot. You know, boy, it stormed last night like crazy. It was the rain and stuff. I had a quivering mastiff. I had a massively quivering mastiff on my bed. Funny, I asked Brad to come down to the bedroom and help me soothe the beast. By the time he got down there, I had Charlie pretty calm. But,
Yeah.
you know, I thought it might storm for longer. So Brad gets down there and then it quit storming. So, but anyway, it was a ruse to get him down there so I could yak at him some more.
Yeah.
You know, we get on these things where we're talking and we'll talk for hours. And then before we know it, it's like, holy crap. But that's pretty phenomenal, though, as long as we've been married. But, you know, don't you think?
I think so.
So, Brad's out in the kitchen. You guys don't know a lot of times when I'm doing a video that, yes, I look tired because I am. We're not going to go over the sleep pattern thing again. You guys are like, please, no. You guys don't realize a lot of times that Brad is actually out in the kitchen kind of preparing our main meal. Like I said, we eat one main meal, and then we just kind of eat maybe some protein and vegetables in the evening. So today he's making fish, right?
Yes, ma'am.
He's making some kind of fish dish, and then he'll cook a rice dish along with it, and then we'll have vegetables. Whatever that'll be. We'll have vegetables. So, update on Jelly's little rear end is much, much, much better. I did a lot of research, right? I'm a very hands-on pet owner. And what I mean by that is normally if I can take care of it without having to run them to a vet, I will, because usually most dogs and cats are just, it stresses them out so much. If I can treat them at home, I will, and I do. I did a lot of research because I was looking for a skin barrier for Doc. Now, her rear end wasn't like raw bleeding or anything or even red. You know, it was pink, but she's kind of a drama queen on this, some of this stuff, you know. Right, Jelly Bean? She's like, I'm not even talking to you now.
She is a drama queen.
Right, Jelly? Are you okay? So I did my research, and one of the things that kept coming up was the hydrocortisone cream was safe for dogs. Well, I looked, and I have some, right? And I was going to use that, but I'm like, you know, there still isn't a skin barrier. It's, you know, it's creamy enough that it's going to just come off. So another thing that kept coming up was hemorrhoid cream. I happen to have some. Not that I've ever had any, but a beauty trick is to put some under your eyes when you have baggy eyes and stuff. It'll shrink them down. You know, that's been a long time thing. So I had a tube. I went in, bathroom, because I had seen it. Got it. So I did have some skin barrier. It's almost like, goes on like a deodorant would. I had bought for myself. You know, in the summertime, sometimes you would get chafed and stuff, and you know, it worked well. Anyway, so I had those three things. I said, I'm gonna have to do something, you know, because she would really cry when I would change her, especially if she had done number 2. And I hate to see her in pain and crying or anything. She's small enough, I really don't know what I could give her for pain relief, so I just, you know, I have numbing spray. It's for dogs, formulated for dogs. It's an antiseptic, healing, and anti-itch. It's safe to use anywhere. It's for dogs and cats. So I was using that, but still there was this problem. So what I decided to do was get a bowl and put just warm, sudsy water in it. So I used some of her anti-itch dog shampoo, just a little bit in there. I also then took that spray, that numbing spray, and put about 3 sprays in the water. This is not a real big bowl. She's not a real big dog. So, and then I decided to use, I can use baby wipes. The baby wipes I use and put it in there, and then I can just, I have a reusable, like, wee pad that I could use. I could put down, lay her on it, and then just kind of, you know, get that area really saturated and then gently wash it off. And that worked out really well. She didn't cry near as much. I was able to get her nice and clean, you know, and then dry her off. And then I put the hemorrhoid cream on. And then I also did put some cornstarch. Got her diapered. And today, it looks so much better. And then just changing her very frequently, right? It looks so much better today. The swelling is down. It's not even really pink. I'm still using that just, you know, to make sure. So that's what I've been doing to clean her. Now this morning, I decided to put her in the shower and bathe off her hind end, you know, gently with some more anti-itch medicated dog shampoo. And, you know, then did the same thing, and she didn't cry at all. She's back to playing and feeling good, so.
And she was groaning so
She was
much.
groaning in the shower because she felt good, you know. So, I'm so happy because my world is not right if my animals are not feeling good. Because, you know, they're much like small children that aren't verbal. They can't tell you what's wrong and stuff. And, you know, but they get this look like it when they're in pain in their eyes, and it just breaks your heart. So, you know, because I figured if this stuff didn't work, I was going to have to take her to the vet and say, hey, you know, help me with this. You know, so I'm so happy that she's feeling better, aren't you?
Yes.
Because Brad would go in with me every time I changed her. And he would have to help, you know, make her stay there because, you know, it was painful to get her rear end clean. And you have to get it clean to be able to apply anything. So while the A&D ointment works normally for just general, you know, this had been a problem. And I don't know, part of it was that she was in heat. Right? Hi, baby girl. Are you pretty? I know. You want to come up here? Come in. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Hey, I'm feeling much, much better now, guys. Right? I know. I'm feeling much better now. Right? So we got to have the babies feeling good. Right? I know. So, yeah, she's feeling much better now. I'm so happy she is. Like, woo. You know, I was going to do anything I had to make her feel better, right? Right? Because that's my job. Because I'm the mom. Oh, and poor Nixie. If Jellybean was yelping and crying, Nixie is the mama dog, definitely. If anybody's in pain in this whole house, you know. And even Charlie would get upset. Because, you know, they're not used to hearing another dog cry at all, right? I know. See, because you can't be crying. Now you're not crying at all. Now you're back to playing and being happy, right? See, I just needed some help with my human mom. We got it done. So, you see, she's pretty happy now. So, anyway, that's what we've been doing. I finished the hat last night. Unfortunately, I left it in back. I wish I hadn't. I wanted to show that to you. Honey, would there be any way you could grab it?
Yeah.
It's over by my desk. That
Okay.
one I finished last night.
Okay.
And then I started a hat for my friend, Miss Marnie. So I got that going. So you didn't need to text me your address. It'll take me maybe 1 or 2 weeks to get those done. You know, because we're still sorting through boxes and moving stuff around. So, but yeah, I started the first one of your 3 hats. You know, so we got to catch up some on text yesterday, her and I, and that was very nice. It was very, very, very nice. Love her to pieces. She's been a long-time friend of mine, and, you know, she's gone through her own hard stuff in her life. I'm not going to go into it. Not,
Teresa,
yes,
is it this one?
yes, because that's not my place to say that, but, like so many, she's gone through some hard stuff, and she is a pet owner. She is a pet lover. She takes care of her dogs just like, we do. And, here, let me sit you down, baby girl. Oh, I know. So this is the hat I finished yesterday. This was all Leanne by the yarn that your mom had sent. And it's kind of a red, white, and blue thing. And I use, like I said, I use that really soft homespun on the brim. And then this was some yarn her mom sent. And then this one it's called Americana. And I've looked forever. And I still would love to get my hands on a few skeins of it. It's by Red Heart. It's called Americana, and it's red, white, and blue. Because look what it does. And this is a darker red than it's showing here. I know it's showing kind of orangey, but it's red. I even used some sparkled. I used a different kind of red on right here. But it all came together beautifully. So, yeah. So, finished that. I have another new friend of mine. Her channel's name is Jerry Ann Vlogs, or else just Jerry Ann. I think her last name may be Hansen. She's a YouTuber on here. She could use your love and support. She's going through some hard stuff. And, she's faced her own haters and stuff. So, go over and pop over and give her some love. Also, Vivian Van Travels or something. She's got a great channel. Really love her. She's, a gal in her 60s who has been traveling around in her van. And she'll stop and stay with her son for a while or stay with her friend. I would love to meet her so much. She is such a neat gal. She does some crocheting and she does some other cool stuff. Just making those ends meet. So yeah, I really like that kind of stuff. Right now that her and her friend have been canning stuff just like crazy. So I got the canning bug, but I can't afford the jars right now. My friend Carol gave me a link and I almost did it, but it was to get that, and I thought I had the right kind of canning pot, but I don't. I'm not sure if I do or not. I have to measure it and see if I could just buy the basket and stuff to go in the canning part or not, or just buy another canning set, the pot and stuff, and then utensils go with it, and then the jars. And it was going to be like $115 at Walmart because they have some on special right now, but this money I don't really have right now, and I could scrape it together, but I don't even know if I could right now. But what if I can't get the produce to can? And yeah, I could freeze it, but I don't know if I'm really going to have the freezer space. So I'm kind of a conundrum. Thank you. Because if I get my hands on the produce, then I'm going to be able to I need to be able to get the jars, and probably by that time, the jars will have gone up in cost. But if I takes a chance and I get the jars now, because I would wanting like 4 12 packs with the jars, the quart jars with the rings and lids. I wanted 4 of those, and then 2 of the pint with the rings and lids. It's like, so right now I really can't afford it, and I'm just going to have to take my chance later on. So whatever is meant to be will be, right? If I find produce and stuff and it's a good cost, I would love, like I said, to can some tomatoes. I would love to can some homemade spaghetti sauce and also salsa. I would love to can some fruit if I have some good fruit that comes in seasonally, like pears and peaches. That's the kind of stuff I grew up with, watching my my female ancestors, my maternal doing. It would be my mom, my grandmother, and my great-grandmother. And me. And we would all be out in my grandmother's kitchen, which was not very big at all, right? And we've always been big women, so you get all four of us out there, and my job was to pour the from the tea kettle, the boiling water over like the tomatoes, and then you would have another sink with an ice bath, and then you would put them in there, and then the skin just slips off. The same way with peaches and stuff. So that was my job, and then also once the tomatoes, I had the skin off them, and I had the core out. Then my job was to you just take your hands and mash them up. And geez, like I said, I grew up with that. Of course, they would always do pickles too. I would have to get a really good price on that to do that. But I would love to. I would absolutely love to do some canning, but to come up with the money to start out with is like, yike. So we'll see. We'll see. And that's not me asking or begging for anybody to send me jars or send me monies to get jars or anything. It's just life. It's just life, you know. I'll live if I don't get a can. To me, it'll mean that it just wasn't meant to be this year. You know, maybe I'll try to pick up the jars after canning season, when maybe they'll come down in price. Who knows? So besides that, I'm going through some boxes today. Brad brought out, we have a utility cart. He brought out some boxes that were in his bedroom, and I'll be going through those while he's making lunch and stuff. And then I need to take a few boxes back to my bedroom and then kind of jostle some stuff around. I need to redo my closet because that's where all the linen stays. So you get busy and you're kind of just, I like to put like a clean comforter and stuff in a clean grocery bag or trash bag, a 13-gallon, and then tie it up. And that way when we want to use it, it's fresh, you know. But I need to, you get busy and you just kind of plump those bags back there. Well, that's part of where some of my craft stuff lives too. So I need to reorganize that. That'll be happening this week. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. It's just a general checkup. Then we have a few errands to run. I'm hoping to, what did I say I wanted to do Wednesday or so?
You wanted to clip nails and...
I need to groom the dogs. I need to do a groom on Jelly. I'm kind of waiting until her rearing gets just, a few more days. And then I need to also, need to do a full groom on her, including the sanitary and her nails. I need to clean her ears like I do every time. And because when we got her, those ears were horrible. Ugh. It was just black and stuff in them. I don't think anybody ever cleaned her ears. And then I need to clip. And I'm not clipping. I'm use a nail grinder for dogs, and I do that because they tolerate it better. I can clip it, but I am so nervous about clipping it quick. I think I've only just barely nicked one time, but I felt so bad. So I would rather do that more often, and especially Jelly tolerates that better. And there was something else I wanted to do this week. I cannot remember what it was. Oh, I want to decorate for fall this week. I want to go through my fall decorations. We've been pulling those out, and I want to decorate for fall. I want to get these hats done.
20 minutes.
I want to get these hats done for my friend Marnie. I want to send some hats to as a surprise to Jerry Ann. I know she doesn't want to. She doesn't even know who I am. I just subscribed to her channels yesterday. She has 2 channels. And I want to send some stuff to Kathy come first of the month. And I want to finish up some stuff to send to Leanne and to Carol. Busy. That probably will not happen for a couple weeks because I got to finish doing these boxes and we have boxes sitting all over the front room again. So, you pull it out and you pull it from one room, you go through it, and then you you divide it up on what rooms it goes to. But it's happening and it's good. Look at those flowers still doing so great, aren't they? They just do. Brad will normally get me like a wildflower thing, or like I love carnations or these daisies. I love the cheaper bundle flowers because they last longer. Sometimes I've had these flowers last 3 weeks. So, he likes to do that for me, and I really, really love him for that. Um, when you watch this, Cassie, thank you for all your words of encouragement and stuff. Um, she's always so uplifting, and I know I say a lot, I've noticed, but everything's going pretty well, don't you think?
Uh-huh.
Brad's feeling kind of sore and stuff today. I am too. I got to ride the bike today too. I think it's just because it stormed out, and that can be hard. See, my doctor told me a while back that thought I had fibromyalgia. Now I'm not too sure, and this is just my viewpoint. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not sure about most of us being diagnosed with fibromyalgia because there is no definitive real test for it anyway. If it is actually that, or could it just be a widespread neuropathy thing? Because if you have neuropathy, then you'll understand more of what I'm saying. Because those two symptoms mirror each other so much. Your neuropathy can affect any part of your body. It doesn't always start with a person's feet. It can go in your face, it can be in your arms, it can be all over. And it's a misfiring of your nerves, basically, that's been compromised. So I'm not too sure, there's not enough study and stuff. Don't come at me, this is just my viewpoint. I'm not saying anybody is faking anything. I'm just saying I hope that they find out more about it, So, I'm sore today, though, because I'm old. I'm old. Oh, mother. Sorry. Whew. That shoulder hurt today. Man. You just move wrong and, man, it hurts. Last night it really hurt. We'll do this thing where the muscles all tighten up, and it's almost like it's more than a Charlie horse because you move it, and it's almost like you feel like, I don't know, like you're clicking. It's kind of weird. But September 6th, I get another shot. I can hardly wait. It's like, yes. Because it's just like freedom, man. I mean, they kind of freeze that spot, and then they inject it in your shoulder, and then you feel it immediately. I mean, by the time I was walking out of the office, I could already feel it. And that kind of freedom all of a sudden, that I could move my arm any way I want. It did not hurt at all. I could sleep on it if I wanted. It was fantastic. So, I'm going to keep doing my exercise and just hold out for that. So, Brad and I have some long-range goals that we're hoping for in a couple years. That we get enough weight off and stuff that we could ride bikes again. Traditional bicycles. And also we really want to go on a cruise. Now, the Tender Mercies dog shelter that I talk about so much, they also board dogs there. That's kind of how they keep things running. So we go for a cruise. We know now where we could board the dogs and not worry. They're a fantastic facility and stuff. So, I would love to go someplace warm and tropical. See, now Brad's been to Hawaii numerous times, of course. He has family that lives there. But I would really love to take a cruise and see. Part of the cruise is take off in the lower part of Virginia, so it's not far from us to board a cruise ship. So it's a couple year plan, get one of those inexpensive ones. I would love that. Just go to Jamaica or someplace that's warm and nice and just do the whole tourist thing. I think it would be great. Don't you?
Yes, I do.
It's been a long time plan of ours. That would be just, be in the warm and the sunshine and, just enjoying the whole thing would be fantastic. So, make sure we have our passport so if we want to go into wherever we're docked at, we can. And don't miss the ship, though, getting back.
Well, in all the times I've been to Hawaii, I've never gone there as a tourist.
Yeah, I know, because you had
Yeah.
family there. So he didn't do luau's and all that kind of stuff. There's, two sides of Hawaii. There's the actual real life side, just like if you live in Las Vegas. And then there's what all of us tourists see. So that's just a long plan goal, So we're going to keep rocking this and keep pushing on. We did take yesterday off. We didn't really do too much. We hung out.
Yeah.
We watched that one movie, I don't remember what it was called. Spiderhead. I thought it was pretty good. And well, I mean, it wasn't great, but it was pretty good. It's a thriller movie. You know. So Brad was like, but hey, normally we can find some thriller movies we both will like.
That was with Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah. So we watched that last night, and then we watched some more 60 Days In. Just hung out in my bedroom and, do what we do.
Yup.
I finished that hat, started another hat, and, just living life. So that's all we got going on. Just, once I get moving, I won't be as sore. What we do, if we talk about it, and, of course you guys know that Brad lives with chronic pain. My pain I go through is nothing compared to what this man goes through. He generally is in a pretty good mood about it. If it's super severe, he'll get snappy, and then I'll just say, "Hey, honey," I mean, and he has to say the same thing to me if I'm being snappy. It's like, "Hey, So it's almost like saying, "Hey, dial it back some here. I'm on your side."
Yeah.
So, I mean, but what we do is we get done what we have to get done. And then, because, like, Brad won't take any painkillers until he's gotten done what he really needs to get done. Because, if he gets sleepy and stuff from it, or just really not want to move then, and that's what I do too. And I have a tendency sometimes to forget to take anything, because, you're used to just pushing through the pain. Anyway, that's how we handle that. We just do the best we can, right?
Yep.
Brad wants me to, next time I dye my hair, he wants me to use some of the hair dye on his beard and mustache.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if we decided beard and mustache or hair on my head.
Or all.
Or all.
I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Okay.
It'd be the same color as mine, so, stay tuned for that exciting thing. But now I'm not pushing him. He's the one that keeps talking about it, so,
Well, in all those years working for the grocery store, they, for so long, they were so strict on grooming policies.
Yeah.
And now I don't have to worry about grooming policies.
Well, when you start working there when you're 16, then you don't get to experiment with stuff, because, he started at the store when he was 16 as a carryout and then worked his way up. He did, what, how many years?
34.
34 years there. As long as we've been married.
Yeah.
So, and we're glad he stuck it out, because he gets that monthly pension, and, so I'm glad he stuck it out. So, my eyes are kind of funky today. The things are a little blurrier than normal. It's like, hello. Brad came back there. When we say morning, it's like noon, because we had issues sleeping. And he's like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "I'm just not awake yet. I can't move. I need coffee." Right?
Yeah.
So, don't really have anything else. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope you get to do something that you want to do. Or at least make plans to do something that you want to do later in the week. Do something nice for somebody else. Then do something nice for yourself. Remember that I love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. If you haven't subscribed, please like and subscribe. And if you think that somebody else would enjoy my content on my channel, please share or tell them about me. You know, we all build a nice network of friends, which is so important because a lot of us now have gotten to the age where our friends now become our family. So, anyway, I hope you guys have a super day. And everybody say bye to Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.